important one. So how much does it actually cost to run an Amazon business? So up front, we all know, it's going to be probably a couple of grand, at least 3-4 grand to start the business. But when you're actually running it, when you're actually paying consistently for the warehouse or for the prep center fees, etc., how much is that going to cost? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So before we jump in, let me just mention my sponsor quickly. So I'm sponsored by Sellerboard on this video. Sellerboard I've been using for a long time now. It's a software that tracks your profits. Not only tracks your profits, but it also gets reimbursements back owed to you from Amazon. So it makes us hundreds of pounds a month just by doing the reimbursements on Amazon with the Sellerboard app. So get Sellerboard, 2 months trial below, no credit card required. Let's dive into the video. How much does it cost to run an Amazon business? So once you're over the initial starting period, let's say that you've got a few successful products going, for example, how much does it cost to run it? How much does it cost to run that business? So let me give you an example. We did over 80,000 the month before last in sales in the USA and the UK, and our prep bills came to well over 6,000, 7,000, okay? But we were working at around about 25% margin, like net margin after everything, maybe a bit lower than that, 23 net margin. So we made still, after paying all of our prep fees, and then you've got VA costs that you've got to take into account as well. I think we got about 1,300 in VA costs, and then you've got some other fees as well, like softwares and stuff. We still made around about 13,000 net profit last month, something like that. I haven't got the exact books in front of me now, but about something like that. So you're looking at, it's always a percentage. The good thing about it is when you're moving forwards, if you're using a prep center that's a variable cost, what I mean by that is it's not a fixed cost of a warehouse that's say 2.5 grand rent, 2 staff members at 1,500 each, and then you've got to somehow find 5 grand a month ish for all of that as a fixed cost, even if your sales are slower. Like last month, our sales were a lot slower. We probably did 55,000 in sales because it's the slowest month of the year in August for us, because we sell gifting products, so it's the slowest month of the year for us. Now that will pick up, we're not worried about that. But why I would be worried about it is if I had a warehouse that was costing me 5 grand a month. When you do variable costs, like a prep center where they only bill you for the products that you've actually sent, it saves a lot of money. It saves a lot of stress and worry because your bill's just simply going to be less money if you send less products. So that helps with your overheads. It helps with your overheads, and a prep center takes a lot of the pressure off you there. So that's good. And what you can also get with a prep center is if you send more products, you can also get a deal with the prep center where they bring that down as an incentive to sell more products. They bring the cost of prepping your products down, like a volume calculator. Say if you do more than 2,000-3,000 units, they might give you a discount of 10% or 20%, and it might go up in increments. Some prep centers do that, and that's a good thing. VAs can be cheap, but if which is what we use, virtual assistants they call them, but they're freelancers really. They're not virtual, they are real people. If you want a real team, and they are a real team, but I mean if you want a real in-person team in the UK or the USA, wherever you're based, you're going to have to pay a lot more for that. But you could get a lot more specialist of a business. You could get a lot more, your business will definitely run a lot more streamlined if you have a team in the UK that's running stuff. Because using virtual assistants, using freelancers from the Philippines and stuff is great, and it's cheaper, and they're lovely, lovely, lovely people, and I really appreciate them. But sometimes they just don't understand to the same level as the UK. So that's just something to note there. But yeah, in terms of costs, you got to know that it all depends on how much you sell. The prep center is going to be your main variable cost. So once you can sort that out, then you're in the green, okay? Because that's going to go up and down and up and down. You've got to just keep an eye on your margins. Keep an eye on your margins, because with an Amazon FBA business, although you're selling the stock, although we made 13,000-ish, something like that, profit the month before last, we don't see all of that because it's a product-based business. You have to reinvest in stock. Okay, so a lot of that will just be in stock. Yeah, so it's still, the business is still worth that money, but it's in stock. So you've got to understand that. So I wanted to just give that a brief summary because I don't think many people cover that in detail, of the reality of actually how much it is to actually run an Amazon business. And the answer is it all depends how much you sell and how much prep fees you get charged and how many VAs you have. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, check out the sponsor below, 2-month free trial sellable. See you in the next video.